away we go. Last time on Harbinger, our heroes fought for their lives. The party chased the Shadow Man through the city, evading zombies and contemplating trees, and even getting a smooch. Their destination was House Polarius. Following a path to a hidden underground lair, Diedrich was reunited with an old friend. A zombified version of Penn Warder told our heroes how to stop Ludwig. He then asked for one last favor, to be released from his living death. Raven used the Shadow Man box to take Penn's soul, unlocking the cure for Mikhail. In the next room, the party found Ludwig Polarius. The young noble animated the corpse of Chad the Squirrel, and combat began. Ludwig was defeated, and Juniper destroyed the circle, animating the zombies. Hardtack used the cure to unpetrify Mikhail, and got a smooch. Back at home, the party discovered that the Shadow Man held the entire house hostage. He had a gift for Raven, her father. When she refused to kill her father, the Shadow Man attempted to impale one of the refugees. The Unpleasants joined the fray, saving the girl. The party then attacked him, and he fled. Raven learned the name of her wolf companion, Lullaby. But what awaits our heroes? Find out right now on Harbinger. Alright.
Well
Gamers, gamers. That was amazing. Super epic 10 out of 10.
How many smooches last episode?
There were a lot of smooches, weren't there? Yeah.
Can we start a smooch counter and try to like increase every episode? Like each episode should beat the last episode in smooch counts?
Like we have
Yeah,
a
that's
hero
something
point
that needs to
area,
happen.
and then we have a smooch,
Smooch,
area.
yeah.
Can we get like, okay,
Compared to my
DM,
notes.
request. Can we have like some smooch inspiration type thing, where like
If we
every
get a
smooch
smooch,
you get,
yeah.
you get to like pull that back in the future in some way? It's like to inspire some sort
It's
of.
like the Undertale where
ability
he's like,
check.
and it fills you with determination. Like yes, dude.
I'll think about it, for sure.
All right, yeah, think about it.
All right, you think about it.
Yeah,
Think about it.
yeah, I'll
That's
think about
Tyler's
it.
I
very
made
kind
a
way of
thought.
saying
No.
no.
Yeah.
It's his kind way of saying, how do I give them this without making
Not
them
actually
want
giving
to
this.
Without
Yeah.
making
make
it
every episode a
important.
smoochy episode.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so we're gonna start off the same way we do just about every week, with fun facts. This time, Raven is first. Raven, do you have a fun fact about yourself for
Yes,
us?
I do, in fact. Now listen. Do I think that Raven's actually had pizza? No. But I've given this a lot of thought. And I think that Raven's like favorite pizza topping of choice would just be like traditional pepperoni. And hear me out, here's why. One, it is my pizza choice. I am Raven, so like, you know, easy dub. I win. Secondly, pepperoni is an underrated kind of pizza topping. Everybody's always like, yeah, let's do this. Just stick it simple. Have a little pepperoni on top, and you can't go wrong with it. That's how I
Absolutely.
feel about Raven.
I
Absolutely.
like that.
The way
Is
that
it a
we're
random
so
fun fact? Yeah.
opposite in that
I like
my pizza strategy is how there's no such thing as too much.
Good. All right, good fun fact, Raven. Juniper, you will be first next week. Right now, you're now this week. Do you have a fun fact about yourself for us?
I just saw your tweet. You
Yeah, I
sneaky.
forgot. Well, in fact, I didn't forget. I took a screenshot of all of you with no warning because I thought that would be way more funny than telling you I was gonna do it.
I love
And I was right. Anyways,
Tyler is a cutie.
Do I look like a cutie? Oh.
you look baffled. You look perplexed.
Yeah,
You know what? That's right. That's correct.
Was it when we
So,
were
it's
talking
fine.
about being nude?
Yeah,
It could
probably.
have been fucking any point in the past like 10 minutes. So yeah, Juniper, do you have a fun fact about yourself for us?
I do, and I thought about it. So get wrecked to everyone.
Get wrecked.
I deserve praise. In fact,
Okay.
praise
All right.
me.
I've been a brave little boy.
Juniper has a favorite sound. Okay.
Okay.
And it is the sound when, picture this. Everyone, close your eyes. Ready? So you can be immersed. Anyways. Okay, have you ever been walking in the woods and it rained in the morning, but it's not raining anymore? Okay. You got it? You're there. And
Got
then whoosh, wind blows in the breeze and the trees shake a little bit and raindrops fall. That's
Mhm.
Juniper's favorite sound.
That's so nice.
That's
That's
a good
beautiful.
You
I
painted
love
a
that
very
fun
wonderful
fact.
picture.
Yeah,
Thanks.
that's
Nicely
great.
done.
Wow,
I'm
good,
an
good. Oh, wow.
artiste.
That was really nice. I love that. Good fun fact, Juniper. All right.
This is what happens when you think ahead of time.
Yeah. Look, can you imagine if everyone thought of their fun fact before 5 minutes before we start?
I thought
This
of
is what
mine
happens when you
earlier
prepare.
today. Thank
We
you
had
very
a
much.
group chat. We had a
Just
we,
because you don't like my fun fact doesn't mean I didn't
I
think
love
about
your
it,
fun
okay?
fact. I
We
love
have a- we
everyone's
have a-
fun
Sitting on
facts.
your fun fact.
we have a group chat with everyone but Testy. Sorry, RAP. Called Akatar Book
I
Club.
relay what we need to. It's fine.
And it's just the four of us. And today we were like texting about like, don't forget your fun facts. I know.
Great. Admiral Hardtack, do you have a fun fact about yourself for us?
Yes. So, very much like small business owners do, they save their first dollar ever earned, right? But Hardtack, every ship that he's been a member of a crew on, he always saves his first like coin of whatever ship like he earned on that ship, and he puts it on a little chain, and he has just a little handful of coins on a chain that are the first that he earned on every ship that he worked on.
I love that. I love
Hopefully
that.
he
so
he
much.
gets to add one soon.
Wow. I love all of these fun facts. This is great. All right, Diedrich, last but not least,
Oh,
do you have
bestie.
a...
Bestie, I have
Fun
a great one.
fact?
Are you ready? Mine's
Yes.
so good. Diedrich gets seasick.
Okay.
Oh no.
Well, this is
Yep.
going to be a great time
Yep.
for Diedrich. This is going to be a good arc for Diedrich. All right,
Yep.
cool. I love that. That's really good.
We're gonna need a lot of anti-nausea medication on the boat, Tyler.
Yeah.
We go shopping.
Not
They're a
all
very
the
big
time.
bucket.
Not all the time, but he is
That
prone
sounds fun
to
to
it.
make.
We need a lot of Dramamine.
Yeah, he's definitely prone to it, and we'll probably
Fantasy Dramamine.
yeah, fantasy Dramamine, exactly.
Yeah, we'll have to get you some. We are at Vera's Bagels.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna say that it is maybe the next day
Okay.
after all of this. I'm gonna say that you all just collapsed and had to sleep because you had a big old series of fights. Whole lot of stuff happened. You wake up the next morning. I'm gonna say that Hardtack. You wake up in bed,
That's good.
which is
Good
yeah.
clarification.
Is anyone
nice.
joining Hardtack
Wait.
in bed?
In my bed? Whose bed?
That's up to you. Hardtack is.
it's
Are you
okay.
alone?
Yes.
No.
say I am.
Boo. I'm sorry, just kidding. Just logistically, just like to clarify, we have had a long rest then.
Yes. Yeah. You've all had a long rest. You're all okay.
I know
now.
that was implied, but
Yeah. No. You're good. You're good.
We like to make sure.
Yes.
Yeah. No. That is.
I need
that is a
instructions.
perfectly legitimate question.
I'll say, okay, Tyler, I'll say I did wake up in my own bed, but I, like, turned to the side expecting somebody to be there, and nobody was there.
Mhm. That's fine. Yes.
Nice.
Okay. Nice.
I'll let the audience figure out what that might mean.
Oh. Yeah. That's fine. So
Monkey
then
Mystery.
I will move us to this screen, the boarding house. You wake up in bed. You're expecting to find someone, but there's a little scroll on the pillow next to you.
On the
And
next to
it
Tessie
says-
or the next to all of us?
Well,
Next to
I don't know who
Hardtack.
Tessie
I
is.
don't know
Or
who
hard
Tessie
tap.
is.
Hard.
Hardtack.
I'm so
But,
sorry. You're right.
Yeah, but yeah. So it's next to Hardtack. Hardtack, you wake up in bed. You roll over, expecting to see somebody, but there's a little scroll, and you open it. It says, "Had to clean up my old place, getting my bag together. Something weird came out of the bag of holding. Mikhail."
You mean Tare?
Yes.
Came
it's
out.
that.
Weird.
So that's you wake up, you smell breakfast cooking. Because I'm gonna say that you you slept for a while. I'm gonna say that you woke up at like 10, maybe 11. Diedrich, you wake up at I don't know, like maybe relatively early. I'm
Okay.
gonna say you're probably an early riser normally. You stretch, you smell breakfast cooking, crack your neck a couple of times. I don't think there's anyone in your bed.
Damn it!
Yeah.
The lonely Diedrich.
Yeah, the lonely Diedrich.
Penny's
Raven.
Penny's in your bed.
Penny is in my bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know that Raven and Juniper share a room. But Juniper, did you
I'm not there.
meditate? Yeah, no, you're
Oh,
definitely not.
yeah, I'm outside in the tree. Sorry.
Yeah. That's fine.
Respectfully, I'm not there.
Yeah. Juniper, you are outside in a tree. You see smoke coming out of the chimney to the boarding house, and you hop down, land on the ground. You open the front door to walk in. Raven's wolf Lullaby greets you with a you smell breakfast cooking. You smell bacon and roasted vegetables. Raven, you wake up.
I do.
What's your situation?
Cuddle in the
Tell
wolf.
us, bestie. Tell us about it, bestie.
Pretty sure there's nobody in my bed because it's
You
kind of
sure?
rude to presumably give somebody else's Juniper's half of the bed, regardless of whether or not they use it.
You're not gonna give it to
Kinda rude.
Lysander?
You know that I'm never gonna be there. Come on.
Okay, but like, where does he sleep? Like, he's got to
doesn't.
be with
He's an elf.
his crew. He's
Oh,
not
that's
gonna just,
right,
Like,
listen.
struck his crew
No.
aside for me.
He doesn't
like,
sleep.
No,
We
he
don't
doesn't
sleep.
sleep. Lysander is watching over your
Nobody
bed
but
like
I'm sleeping
Twilight.
alone in my bed, okay?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
alone. My wolf was
No,
away all
he's
night.
pulling
I
an
wake up
Edward
and I'm
for
like,
sure.
"Where's my
Edward,
wolf?"
big time. You turn on the light and he's gone. Big time Edward vibes.
Edward vibes.
Great. Perfect. I'm sleeping with Jacob then. My fucking wolf was in my bed and
Okay.
then went away.
That's fine. All right. You wake up, and you all come out for breakfast. Juniper, you also see that Chare is just kind of flitting from table to table, as the rest of the boarders are preparing the meals and the drinks. Jameson Silvertongue is out as well. He seems to be dictating cooking instructions to a few of the boarders as they are cutting things, and as you all walk out, he's like, "Oh, well, look who's finally awake. Our heroes. I was just thinking about the four of you. Well, Juniper, you've been awake for hours, I believe, because I don't
never
think you
slept.
sleep. Yes, yes, quite, indeed. Might I ask what your plans are now that the city is under construction?
Just vibe.
Yes, good. We do enjoy the good vibes. There was an elf that left recently, Mikhail, the woman who helped us get in this situation in the first place. She told me to tell the four of you to go to her quarters. She
Hey,
had
yo.
things to do.
Sounds good.
Things,
Yes.
huh? Diedrich winks.
Like in any particular direction, or just like
He just kind of winks.
At
Just wait,
Silvertongue?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he's just
Silvertongue.
like, just, all right.
Oh, that's first, right?
All right, so you have breakfast, and you go to Mikhail's. Chare is just trailing behind all of you. As per the deal, he must stay with you.
Hey, Chare, how was the bag of holding?
He says, "Well, it was. Look, there was nothing going on there. All right, there was. I read a lot of crumpled up love letters. So that was
Wait,
was kind
what?
Letters?
You
Yeah.
wait. I'm sorry. You read crumpled up love letters in Mikhail's bag of holding.
Yeah.
You have give us the letter. Give us the Hardtack. Come here.
I'm interested in gossip.
You want hot goss? I got hot
Yeah.
goss for you.
Spill the
Yeah.
tea, Chare.
So Mikhail has a thing for hardpack.
Oh, no
That's
way.
not hot
Wow,
gossip at all.
damn. Okay. We
I'm
kind of
underwhelmed.
That's the first I've heard of that.
Oh wow! All right, well,
Do you have any
Hardtech, you've traded
details?
your shirt for the I Love Sunhome shirt to the battle. I survived the Battle of Sunhome, and all I got was
And
this
all I
lousy
got
shirt.
was this.
Yeah, because I have that. I think I have that one too. Did you get? Was there another one? Wasn't there more than one?
no, that was basically it. It's
Okay.
like I survived the Battle of Sunhome, and all I got was this last T-shirt.
Okay, yeah, because Diedrich definitely got one of those too.
So you get to Mikhail's, and so first you notice that the city. First of all, there are trees all over the place, fully grown trees. Some of them have like the vestiges of what look like a face in the bark, because it used to be every tree used to be a zombie.
Oh right, that's right. I forgot I forgot about that, bestie. Okay.
Yeah, when
Zombie
Juniper infused Ludwig's circle with magic, because she used a higher level spell slot, not only did it purify the zombies, but it also overwhelmed them with druidic magic, and they all turned into trees. The constables are doing their best to find survivors. Unfortunately, they are still finding more bodies, casualties from the attack. You noticed that a lot of the people that stayed in their homes, most of them were okay, but the attacks mainly happened in the Orchard Ward, in the poorest district.
Yeah.
Seemed to be Ludwig's aim, and then it spread a little bit from there. And as you get to Mikhail's, you open the door, and you see Mikhail taking down her.
Oh
Forge.
yeah.
And she looks at the four of you when you come in, and she says, "Wow, you really did it, didn't you?"
Diedrich sweat, just wipes a little sweat off his brow. No big deal. Big deal. That's what we do.
Hardtack gives a nervous cough laugh at the double entendre that she put out.
So she blushes a little bit, but she as she's just taking all the slips of paper down, she says, "I'm going to file a report because in most scenarios it is illegal to murder a noble."
Oh.
So
What?
What are the exceptions?
Forgot
well,
about that.
I mean, this will be one, and there aren't a list of exceptions because there typically aren't mass zombie attacks on the city. So I'm going to use this all as evidence in my report, and we will, in one fell swoop, accuse and convict Ludwig Polarius. With this evidence, it should be fine. And I will say that you were all acting as deputies. We have all the evidence that we need.
Didn't we we murdered him? We murdered him.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Forgot that was
You-
gonna have consequences at all. Like I did.
There's normally pretty dire consequences to that, but fortunately, you also saved the city, so that will buy you a lot of goodwill with Lord Scythe. So
Free
you should
pass
be
to
fine.
murder. Just
Free
save
pass.
the city.
Yeah. License
exactly,
to kill.
Yeah. She takes down just about everything except for the Guardian and the Harbinger, and she says, "I don't know anything about this still. I think it's probably nonsense."
Can you
I'm gonna
remind
let it be.
chat, wink wink, mostly me, about the Guardian?
So the Guardian was in the second episode, or second session that we had, when you were all trying to investigate where the druids were coming from.
That's right.
and you investigated tunnels underneath and outside of the city. One such tunnel had a creature that was covered in masks,
Right.
and you had to tell a secret to a creature with a mask on and get through, and that's where you first saw these zombies.
That's
Where the
right. I remember
guardian-
that because we made like Diedrich shape holes in the
Yeah,
brush. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, and you made goblins trip balls.
Oh,
on
yeah!
Oh yeah, we
mushrooms.
did.
Yeah, we
A
did.
huge mushroom.
The second
Yeah.
session we ever had. Love that for us.
Yeah, and so the guardian said, I'm waiting here until I'm called upon by my master.
Right. I totally
Um,
forgot about that very scary thing that we'll probably have to deal with later.
So Mikhail, she says, we don't have any more business together.
Diedrich looks pretty sad when she says that.
She says, look, I have a lot of work to do. I wanted to tell you that you don't have to worry about any legal trouble. My city is in shambles, and I have to help put it back together.
It's my
don't know
city
how long
too,
it's going to
Mikhail.
Yeah. Well, look, you're more than welcome to help. There's a volunteer service where we're helping in all kinds of ways. You can help with the bodies. You can help with construction. You can help with allocating resources. There are a lot of ways to help. I know that my best foot forward is through organization, so I'm probably going to head up one of these teams. I just wanted to tell you all that the city owes you a great debt. Officially, the city owes you. This is Officer Mikhail. The city owes you a great debt, and you may call upon us whenever you need, and we will be there. You've saved many lives, and you have the gratitude of Lord Scythe himself. And then she says, and then this is like regular Mikhail. Thank you for not letting me be a stone statue forever, and helping clean up my city from rich nobles that think they're better than everyone and can control people.
Hell
So, thank
yeah, Mikhail. Diedrich goes for a high five.
She looks hesitantly at first, but she's like, okay, and she just
Can I roll to see how good that high five was?
roll me a sleight of hand.
Okay.
Fine,
All right. Hold on, let me get my character sheet out. Hold on.
great.
Ugh.
Oh, 21, nice. It's a solid high five.
So it's a
Solid
big
high five.
Definitely look
Yeah.
at the elbow.
Yeah. We look at the elbow. The clap is
Yeah.
like really satisfying.
Yeah, you absolutely look at the elbows. So you walk outside. You are contacted by the Unpleasants.
Hi, besties.
Harkin walks up. You see that Mel is in a sling, and in a
Oh,
cast. She's got like
Mel!
a cast, like a big cast on her arm. You learn that after the Unpleasants had dispatched the zombies immediately outside of House Omarin, Lysander and Harkin and Mel, they made a beeline for your living quarters because they had a feeling that the Shadow Man might be there. They got caught up in zombies, where Mel almost died.
Mel, are you
but-
okay?
And she's like, yeah, I'm sorry, that's why I wasn't there. And she just kind of holds up her arm, which is in a sling. She holds it up a little bit, grimaces in pain, and puts it back down. And she says, I'll be back. I'll be better in a couple weeks, few weeks maybe. It's just, it's not.
At least you
it's
can
not
still
bad."
use one sword.
She says, yeah, and I'm learning how to use a reverse grip. And she like holds it up and she like holds it reverse grip. She starts like cutting things in the air.
You're so cool.
You learn that after they had kind of hidden Mel, Harkin made himself and Lysander invisible, and they snuck into the house. And that's
God,
when
they're so cool.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
So talented.
so we're gonna. All right, I think now's probably a good time to break off into our little level up vignettes. Because Harkin takes Hardtack aside. Mel takes Diedrich, and Lysander takes Raven. We'll start with Hardtack. So Hardtack, Harkin. We'll go to his screen because we have art for Harkin, which is by Dolly. Thank you to Bella.
Nice.
Wait, really?
Computers.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Oh my
This is
god,
exactly
is
what I
that
had in mind for
Harkin?
Harkin. Yeah, that's Harkin. And so Harkin, he takes you aside, Hardtack, and I'm gonna say that you're on a walk. You're walking through the market, through the docks, which have been largely untouched by the zombies. There's a single tree, and Harkin says to you, he says, Hardtack, you are a magic man, much like myself. I do know that you get your magic from other places, not study. But are you a...
Never studied a day in my life, actually.
Yeah, so, well, this answers next question, then. You would not be willing to study a little bit? Would you?
What kind of study are we talking about here?
I wish to teach you how to cast a spell. A spell that I believe is
Done.
very
Yep.
useful.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, good, very good. All right. And Harkin, over the next week, teaches you how to cast Counterspell. Counterspell is a reaction, which you only get once per round. And what happens is when if you can see someone casting a spell, you use your reaction to cast Counterspell. And if it is a 3rd level spell or lower, it is countered automatically. If it is higher, you need to make an Arcana check to see if you can counter it. Yeah, so that happens.
Nice.
Hardtack, you are fixing the ship. I'm going to say that he teaches you Counterspell aboard the ship.
Sick.
As you're taking breaks, fixing it up. And you trip at some point, you fall, tumble into the water, and you realize that you no longer feel the cold. And you hear whispers behind you, and you whip around, and you see that there are these merfolk that are just looking at you, very surprised. It seemed like they were munching on some kelp, and you just splashed into the water. And they begin speaking to you, and while you know that they're not speaking in common, they're speaking in a different language, but you can understand them perfectly. And you open your mouth to speak to them, and you find that you are also speaking in common, but your message is being conveyed to them exactly. And you have a nice little chat, mostly about kelp and different variations thereof.
Yeah. What it's used for, what it can do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they tell you that while kelp is mostly food, and very good, healthy food source, it can be enchanted and layered to make armor, but it's beyond their skill to do. So they suggest that you talk about it with your air breather friends, but they give you a nod. They look a little odd at your hand when they see your hands a little bit, but they swim away. Hardtack, you are a level 6 warlock.
God damn.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Now, you have gained the spell Counterspell. You have also switched out a spell, but you have gained the Oceanic Soul feature, which means you are resistant to cold damage. You
Let's
always
go.
will take half damage from cold damage. In addition, when you're fully submerged in water, any creature that is also fully submerged can understand your speech, and you can understand their speech.
Nice.
You also
Harry
gain
Potter
the
mermaid
Guardian.
egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also gain the Guardian Coil feature, which is where you can use the Tentacle of the Deep as a reaction to interpose it between you and your friends, or between your friends and damage, between you and damage. Also,
Pretty cool.
I protect.
yeah, you protect. Why don't you roll me that hit dice button? Let's see how many more hit
Alright.
points you gain.
I need
Oh.
more.
Nice. All right, 4
Right.
more hit points. All right, you now have 29 hit points.
Nice.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right. Next up, we're gonna go to. We'll go to Diedrich. We're gonna go to Diedrich.
Yes, my dude.
So Diedrich, you're hanging around Mel. Mel's got her arm in a sling, and she. So she says, "Hey, I noticed that you don't really have a way of dealing with things that aren't right in front of you."
Yeah, for someone sneaky, I sure am right up in everyone's face, aren't I?
Yeah, and I mean, for me that's not a problem. I use my wings. But
Diedrich gets like really close to me.
she kind of backs up a little bit. She's like, I have a 2-foot personal space bubble that I typically don't like people breaking.
Diedrich puts 2
Um,
feet in front of the other, like and like that's how far
Yeah,
away.
just like that. Don't get any closer than that, like ever. And she reaches into her belt, kind of in like the back section, and she pulls out a dagger. And
Cool.
she does like the twirl,
Cool.
and she gives it to you hilt first. And she says, "You can throw this. When it lands, it teleports back to you."
That's so cool.
Nice.
Yo!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Why is Diedrich right now? Do y'all remember that vine of the kid? It's like, what do you have?
A knife!
No! Like,
Yeah.
That's me.
Diedrich right
That's
now.
me.
Running around a pool with a knife.
Yo!
She says, "It used to be my dad's. I don't really have any use for it. I
It
feel
was
like
your
you would."
dad's?
So on the hilt,
It says daddy.
carved in is
Ugh.
Jim-
Bestie, please.
on one side of the
Why?
hilt is carved Jimmy, and then on the other side is buckets.
Oh.
And so,
Stop.
other than that, it looks like
Why
a
did you do
relatively
this?
ordinary dagger. But she says, "Yeah, well, it used to be my dad's, but I don't
Jimmy
really need it."
Buckets.
Jimmy Buckets.
And you know,
With a very successful chain of
Yeah.
taverns
Yeah.
around town.
Right.
very successful chain of taverns. So, as you're continuing to walk around Sunhome, Mel tenses up as you go to turn down an alley, and she instantly draws her sword, and she almost moves to put a hand in front of you, but her arm is
Arm
in
is
sling.
sling, yeah.
She winces in pain, and she says, "Something's here." And stepping out from... Oh, I never actually revealed Mel. We all know what she looks like, but...
Hi, Mel.
I'm Mel.
Stepping out from behind the alley is the King Beneath.
Yo! Howdy,
And
neighbor.
she's got her arms folded, and she says, "Let us dispense with the pleasantries. Give me what I desire, and you will receive the rest of your payment."
Diedrich starts to like in his pockets, like, what was I supposed to give you again? Was it, and like starts pulling out like little ball bearings and stuff. Like, what was I supposed to give you? I forgot.
Mel, she kind of whispers, she's like, "The wand, Diedrich." Are you serious? It was yesterday.
I
We
broke
did this
it.
yesterday.
I broke it over my knee. It seemed like it was too powerful for this world.
Roll me a deception with disadvantage.
No!
Oh no. Oh.
Okay, so that's a 13. So her eyes narrow, and the snakes begin to like look at you, and she says, "Lie to me one more time."
Tyler, I want this wand.
What do you want to do?
I want to keep
No.
it.
No, please.
I want to keep
Please,
it
no.
so
Please,
bad.
no. We got hired to do a job. There's no keeping it. I'm so sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, and also the lawful good one, but we agreed to something, and now we have to give it back. Because we
You're not
agreed to
here
something.
right now.
So Mel,
You hear me, tiny little voice in the side of your head, Raven being like, "Give it the fuck back, Diedrich." Like,
Raven becomes my conscience.
So, well, you notice, Diedrich, that Mel has completely averted her eyes from the king beneath. She's looking down and away. And she whispers to you, she's like, "Diedrich, I'm not gonna die here, alright? I like you, but I'm not fighting a Gorgon Medusa. I'm preparing to fly away right now." And like there's like a slight glowing on her back.
Oh, you mean this wand? And he pulls it out.
So the king beneath reaches for it and
Wait.
takes it.
Wait.
okay.
Can I do the thing? I'm really sorry. You know the guy with the ice cream cone where he's like handing you the and then he like does like a trick or whatever.
The Turkish ice cream vendors.
Yes.
And like flip the
Where,
stick
like, flip
around
the
so
stick
that
and
like
it's
you're
like-
trying to grab the
yeah.
ice cream and they like lift it out. They put an extra cone and then they leave the cone in your hand. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I won't. These are like they're supposed to be quick, and I'm being an asshole. Okay. I give her the wand.
Okay, yeah. So you give her the wand and she looks at it, she inspects it, and she says, "There's a charge missing."
It's just fairy fire. All I did was cast fairy fire on accident. It was an accident. We were in a sticky stitch. And I'm an idiot, obviously. Look at, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just an idiot. It's fine. It's fine. The
So
wand
she
is
looks
perfect.
She looks up at you, her eyes narrow a little bit, and then she looks back down at the wand and she tucks it in her robes. And she says, "You are very lucky. The recent events last night were very good for business. We came out quite ahead, and the zombies that attacked my lair turned into trees. For this, I will overlook your transgressions." And she, without a word, just she reaches into a bag, gives you a big thing of gold, the payment, and she turns and leaves.
Diedrich whispers to Mel, like, "I did save the city, you know? I feel like I might have to kill her one day."
Mel's like, "Okay."
How much gold did I get?
You got the full payment.
How much was it?
It's I think it was 2,500.
Oh, that's
gold
right.
pieces. And she says, "All right, well, I'm guessing we're bringing this back to everybody, right?"
I mean, you know what? Yes. Sorry, we're bringing it back. Sorry.
She's like, "Well, look, I'm all for going on a Vegas style bender, but
Vegas is
That's-
canon. Vegas is canon. This land has a Las Vegas.
This hand is a Las
we
Vegas.
need to be able
and
to travel there at some
casinos.
point now.
Yep.
Um, she says, "But no, we should. All right." So, as you're getting back, you realize, Diedrich,
Mhm.
that you've been working really fucking hard at your stealth
Yeah.
and with your thieves' tools.
Yeah.
And you realize that you know, it's like the 200 hours rule. Where
Yeah,
like you're an
yeah,
expert
yeah.
on something.
Yeah.
You are an expert at stealth
Yes.
and at, I believe it was performance that you took expertise in.
Oh,
And yeah.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah. So so I've already factored that in.
+7
are level-
performance besties.
Yeah. You are a level 6 rogue.
Let's fucking go.
So now that is expertise. You also have your magical returning dagger, which I will put in. And also, you get some more hit points. So why don't you go ahead and roll me that hit dice button. Ooh, 6 more hit points. You are the owner of 35 hit points.
Damn.
Woo! Let's go, Bessie.
Very
Does my armor
nice.
class ever go up?
It will when your dex goes up, or if you get better armor.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
666. I'm
yeah.
so excited about this dagger. Because I have a
Yeah.
short bow, but I don't use it. It's like a basic ass short bow, and like we've got archers aplenty on this team. So I'm so Jimmy Bucket's dagger. Tyler is adding it to my sheet right now, and I can see it. Jimmy Bucket's dagger, Rusty.
I love it.
Oh,
Nice.
It's kind of strong too. 1d4 plus
Yeah.
2, like.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Okay. Hell yeah! Thank you, Bessie.
Nice.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna go to Raven. Raven, you are walking around with Lysander and Lullaby, and Lysander. I'm gonna say no. You're not. You're not just walking around. You're leaping from rooftop to rooftop.
Oh shit.
Let's go.
The two of you are, because Lysander has taken this whole thing to heart, because he is an elf, and necromancy is highly offensive to elves. And so Lysander has been marking each zombie tree as like a huge moment of victory for like just for life and for everything. And he like, when you finally get to the last tree, he sheds a tear and he's just like, it's like, for the living. And you notice that you have been keeping pace with him. And elves move naturally faster than humans. They have a speed of 35. But you have been keeping up with him. This is because you are...
Is this fuck boy?
You,
That's just fuck, boy.
That's fuck boy.
it's because you're a
Sorry.
fuck boy. Yeah.
She's a track star.
So as you get, the last tree happens to be in the ward that Vera is in, and you mark the last tree, and Lysander, he sheds his tear, and he looks up at you and he says, "What now, Raven? The Shadow Man's still out there."
I think like Raven's just like shaking her head and like looking off into the distance. I think she's like fucking lost. She got nothing. She got nothing upstairs. She got nothing going on.
So you just
No
look
brain
pensively
cells.
out into
Just
the
like
distance.
literally just like clueless.
No brain cells.
Fine. So he slowly nods and he puts a hand on your shoulder and gives like a little light squeeze, and he says, I know you're probably tired of people telling you who you are and how you need to be. He says, and I'm not about to do that. I just think that your party, your family, they wouldn't get too far without you. And I know that, well, look, I've got my own obligations to, the Unpleasants and to my family down in the Silent Grove, but, I might ask Harkin about doing more collaborative work with all of you. Do you not have a name?
The Annoyings. Do you not remember this?
Sorry, do you
no,
are you
no,
on the
no.
top of this roof?
No, do you
Are
not
you on the
remember
top
that?
of this roof?
I
You're
could have
just like,
sworn
do
I
you
just heard a voice of someone
you
who's not in
remember
this
that?
scene.
There's
No,
just a
that's so
cloak
weird.
billowing
It's
on
no,
the
it's
top
like-
of the next roof. You just see it behind a chimney.
The Annoying. No, literally, there's a clip of us. I just watched this clip where Juniper's trying to say something, and she's like, "Wait, what are we called? What are they called?" And you were like, "The Annoyings" or something. I can't think of it. And I was like, "No, that's us. They're the Unpleasants." Like that happened already. That's canon. We don't have to call ourselves that, but literally that happened.
And
Sorry, I'm really sorry.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
Well, so so Lysander, he says, look, whatever you want to do, if you want to go your own way, figure out what you need to do, that's fine. But, I mean, and he pulls out the sending stone and he says, you know where I'll be. And he tucks it in his pocket. He reaches into his pack and he takes out these two, they look like bracers almost, but one is of a pretty different shape. It looks a bit thinner. And he says, these are for you. And he gives them to you, and he says, they're made specifically for Beastmaster Rangers. I don't have any use for it because I'm not that kind of ranger, but well, you put this one on. He actually he takes your hand and he puts the bracer on, and he says, you put that one on, and then we put this one on Lullaby, and he casts Speak with Animals, and he just speaks to Lullaby, and Lullaby just it's fine. He puts the bracer on Lullaby, and he says, 3 times a day, you can activate the bracer, and you can either instantly teleport to Lullaby, or have Lullaby teleport to you. He says it's called the Circlets of the Wild.
Thank you.
Yeah,
This is
of course.
amazing. Thank you.
Of course. Well, I figured, I don't know, Lullaby seems like a good bloke, and you.
Is Lullaby a boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so.
Not me not
yeah,
knowing my wolf. It's fine.
What is gender?
You didn't want to assume.
And he just kind of stumbles over his words for the next 5 minutes.
All
All right, Raven, you are a level 6 ranger. Now, what does this mean? What does this mean? It
What
means
does
that
it
you've
mean,
gained
Tyler?
the roving feature, which means
Hell
your
yeah.
walking speed increases by 5.
Hell yeah.
You also gain a climbing speed and a swimming speed of 35 feet.
Swimming seems like it might be helpful.
Yes. What makes you say that? All right, so
Water
you
level,
also-
water level.
you also have gained these Circlets of the Wild, which I will put into your character sheet, and
That's
you
so
gain
cool.
more hit points. So
Hell yeah, hit
why
points.
don't you go ahead and click on that hit dice button?
Hit points.
Oh
Damn.
my god.
Let's
Oh my God.
go, dude. We are so
39
strong.
hit points for Raven.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit, that's incredible.
She's strong.
I still remain
I'm
the glass
so
cannon.
fucking strong.
Speedy and
So
strong.
fucking strong. So fucking strong. So finally, we cut to Juniper. So Juniper, I'm gonna say that Chare
Ah.
went with you.
Sucks to suck.
He's like, look, I gotta come with one of you, and I'm not third wheeling hardtack. I'm not third wheeling fucking Diedrich, and I'm sure as shit not third wheeling fucking Raven. So it's us, or you can tag along with somebody else, because I gotta stick with one of you. So
Don't get any ideas.
look, really, you did this to yourselves by making me stick around you for 2. All right. Anyway.
I don't think I participated in making you stick around, but I cherish this moment with you, Chare.
It's like, all right.
Roll
I
for
can
deception,
feel.
maybe?
Yeah, it's like there's
no,
no
there's
amount
no
that you
intended
could roll.
deception there,
Oh.
just to clarify.
So yeah, he gives you a little smirk, but you travel outside of the city, back to the Old Grove, where you were raised, and where your family left.
That's a gentle
And-
word.
Yeah, well, yeah. You see that the large footprints in the ground are still there. The two giant six-toed footprints. But grass has grown a lot. Weeds have formed in the crater. And you sit down, you meditate there, and Chara is just kind of flitting around. Eventually you tune out the sound of the... And you remember Melchior telling you about your green site. And there's a point where we just have a little flash of memory where Juniper is in her badger form, digging around, and as you pop up from the ground, and he kind of picks you up in badger form, and he just kind of like throws you in the air a couple times, and you turn back like mid leap, and he like whoa, and he tries to catch you, and he says, your green sight, it's not just something you can use to see ley lines. You can channel it, do so much more, and this is down the road for you, Juniper, down the path. But you can, once you're more experienced, you'll be able to test yourself, see what else you can do. And he taps on, just kind of lightly taps his necklace, which is that necklace of fangs that he has, and he demonstrates opening his green sight and channeling it into his beast form. And you notice now, looking back at that memory, that his necklace seemed to interact with his wild shape as though it were a magic item itself. And he transforms into, a hybrid beast form. Coming back to yourself, you open your green sight, and you channel it into your hands, into your claws. And you can feel in you wild shape into whatever animal you'd like. That's up to you. But you can feel your green sight magic in your claws. And you swipe in the air, you see that there's a light trail of energy following your claws. And you smell in your beast form in this area for the first time since that event happened. You smell something familiar. You smell Melchior. And you sniff around, and you see amongst the graves there is a single tooth from his necklace. And you smell it, and you pick it up, and you feel the energy, and you can see it coming off of it with your green sight. This is a magic item for you, Juniper, that once a day you will be able to transform into a hybrid animal.
Oh, not a fucking chimera, bro.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Juniper, you are a level 6 druid. Now, what does this mean? What does this mean, level 6 for druids? It means that you gain the ability Primal Strike, which means when you're in beast form, your attacks count as magic for purposes of overcoming damage reduction. And you know how, like, a while back you were like, I'm a magic fucking wolf, I should be able to use magic. Well, now you can. Now it's official, canon, your attacks are magic. And also, you gain some more HP. So let's, I wanna see it. I wanna see those hit dice. I wanna see the hit dice.
Hell yeah. Wait, where do I do it?
Hit dice.
Oh, I see it. It's just like the smallest thing.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
9!
Whoa.
Wow, alright.
Dude, we're
39 hit points.
higher.
Strong.
Wow. 39 motherfucking hit points. That's amazing. Juniper, that was awesome. Yeah, good job. Chare,
Oh yeah.
The music changed. I'm
Um,
scared.
as this happens, Chare, he kind of, you notice that he's just been kind of flitting around the whole scene, just like looking at everything that's been going on, and he's like, he doesn't go anywhere near the crater. He doesn't go anywhere near the graves. But as he stays about a good like 30 feet away from you, but it doesn't look like his intentions of leaving. But you approach him, and he says to you, he looks a little hesitant, but he says, as you're beginning to walk back, he's like, I'm real sorry about what happened over here. I heard about what happened, and I'm sorry. It hurts to lose family. And he like kind of sighs. He's like, I used to be a dad. For like a day, but and he's kind of like shakes his head like, ah, stupid. Never mind.
In the literal sense.
He says, well, so we don't make more things. We don't procreate like mortals do. Like when a mortal procreates, it's like an imperative because you're gonna die. But when a fae does it, it's more emotion based, because everything in the Feywild is emotion based. But we're not allowed to if we're not of a certain station. So I petitioned Oberon. He's like kind of king of Fae. I said I wanted to I want to make a kid, and he said no. And I said, fuck you, I'm doing it anyway. And he looks incredibly sad. He says, I had a little boy for a little bit, and he could have done anything, could have done anything he wanted to, but Oberon, he didn't like that, and he said it was ugly and didn't fit in their fucking cookie cutter way of how things need to be. They tore him apart, and he banished me to Shadowfell, and well, that's that, I guess. And he kind of gathers himself. He's like, ah, stupid. And he just kind of like flies a little bit ahead of you.
Jennifer's just gonna kind of quietly say, that doesn't sound stupid. That sounds like a real bullshit move.
It seems like he heard you, and he was just like, the Fae fucking suck! And he just kind of like flies a little bit.
I really wanted to clarify something. This is really, really important. Something that happened before break. It is crucial to everything. Did any smooches happen during during anybody's level up
Great
scenes?
question.
It wasn't clarified.
Great question.
Sure, yeah. I'm sure there was some smooches from Lysander. I'm sure that.
How many would you say?
That's
Raven?
not up to me.
Raven?
One.
One smooch. Okay.
A single
One
On the
smooch,
forehead.
Oh, love
That
that.
counts.
Forehead.
That counts.
Yes.
Love that.
Anybody else do any smooching? I'll tell you, Chari and I did not smooch.
Correct.
Despite me being very thankful that I learned Counterspell from Harkin, I did not smooch the guy.
Damn.
Well, I'm gonna say that it would make sense for you to like show Mikkel what you've done, like everything that you've accomplished, and be like, I can
And get a
counterspell now. And
smooch.
she's like, that's great, babe, and she's like, kiss you on the mouth.
Hey,
Yeah.
got a
On the
kiss.
mouth.
She called
Perfect.
him babe.
That's
Babe.
right.
The
Kiss your
mouth.
Amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
What has happened in the break? What have I become? All right.
Oh, piss.
So
Thanks.
so we return to Sunhome and to Aranel and to the city and Hardtack. It's been about 2 weeks. You get your message from your patron.
Ooh.
The message calling you and every other warlock of that patron to the sea to find this temple. What would you like to do?
And that was in dream format, right? There's no written anything that I can
You just
share with.
you got a vision of a temple beneath the sea.
Gotcha. Well, I would collect the group, and I'm assuming everybody's here. Like, I need you to talk to you all about something.
What's up?
Maybe ask you something.
What's up, Hardtack?
Well, you know how when we were all dreaming together, we met the, let's just for lack of a better term, patron. My patron, the red eyes.
You mean the
underwater,
giant monster who
very
tried to
big
kill
voice.
us in our
Yes,
sleep?
Yes, that one. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's time for me to try to meet that patron.
That
What do you
doesn't
mean
seem wise
meat?
at all.
Well,
Also, Juniper's
me-
eating a bagel, but crumb by crumb.
crumb by crumb. Nice.
You're savoring it.
Little like teeny. It's like ninja.
Uh-huh.
Juniper
So-
picked up some stuff from the squirrels, i.e. eating habits.
Mhm.
So, I will need to be going out to sea. We have our ship, as you've seen, Freedom's Fury, and
Sorry.
I think my ship needs a crew, and I wanted to be the first, and you to be the first that I ask if you would join me on Freedom's Fury as I answer this call, the first call, honestly, to my patron.
When you say
You know we
crew-
don't know how to like run a ship,
Yep.
right?
Yep, that's-
I can teach everybody what to do.
How
and
much
we'll-
time do I
we'll
have to
figure out
spend
everyone's
on the boat versus around the boat?
As long as you can keep up with your shark speed, you're more than welcome to spend time wherever you'd like, safely.
Can you swim fast? I'm just wondering.
I can swim fast. I can also breathe
Wait,
underwater. so we
who's
can-
gonna drive this boat if the two of you are swimming?
Yeah, do you think that we can teach everyone else, and by we I mean you, to drive the boat? I'm
think-
just wondering.
I think we can. We'll have our roles.
There was that
Well,
one time that Diedrich did drive the boat when we were.
That's true.
Yeah, I did. So I have driven the boat. I'll be like,
Correct.
I'm gonna. Diedrich says, I'm a natural.
So I just want to clarify before we go any further.
Yes.
Is it just the four of you, or is Mikhail there? Are the Unpleasants there? Like who else is anyone else there?
Yeah, I'm first
I think the Unpleasants are
asking
there.
these three first.
Okay, cool.
Oh, should we like as a group determine who we're comfortable asking?
Yeah.
Right.
Do you
I
think
mean,
squirrels like
do-
boats? I'm
Is that
just
something that
wondering.
y'all are? Can I get some form of answer just to make things?
Oh.
formal?
Sure,
I'm in.
Hardtack. I'm definitely
Sorry.
in. I'm not going anywhere without y'all from now on. You're stuck with me.
that, but less of an emotional answer.
So I
Raven?
guess we're going on a fucking boat then.
Chare!
Yes,
What
Chare we
a
are.
Chare! Chare, you're going on a boat, bestie.
Delighted to spend more time with you, Chare.
If Char's like, I
did-
can
I
never
did
get a
actually-
read on this one. You know.
I did mean that, but anyways.
Raven, Are you in as well?
I think Raven like looks at her wolf like, "Can you swim?"
Yeah,
Okay, well,
Lullaby just
perfect.
like,
Oh, that's so cute.
Well, okay, so we have us 5, and he like looks up at Chare. I'm assuming perched somewhere, and
Not a bird.
He's kind of a bird.
I'm not a fucking bird, man.
You're kind of
I'm
a
a-
bird, bestie.
I got
Chari
fucking.
was a bird.
Look, I don't
If you're
call
a
you a
bird, I'm a
fucking
bird.
goat, you know, because you got horns.
I kind of
You know, I'm
am
not
a goat, though.
That's
That's something that the
weird.
kids say. It means cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
So you could.
all right.
Hey, where'd you
Alright,
learn
well-
that?
I guess it's pretty goat then.
Hang out at
that we're
Vera's a
going on
lot.
this
There's a lot of
journey.
kids
Brian's
who
been teaching
like.
you some
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's good.
Brian's got a lot
Alright,
of friends.
yeah.
He's like really cool now, and I just get to hear all the cool lingo.
Cool.
Brian.
so
yeah.
we've got us 5.
You guys are my fam.
The temptation to be the teenager in the group that has like slang and tell you guys the wrong slang, like like random shit, like this, you know, like caca is like really like that's what we're calling all the cool shit now. Like, it's, like,
I don't
such
think
a
I've heard
temptation.
Brian say
They-
that.
oh, so like if you wanted to say cool, the,
Yeah, you say
the
caca.
coolest shit, you'd be the goat
ca-
caca.
The goat
yes?
caca, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dietrich, you're caca.
Thanks, bestie. You're caca too, bestie.
So, anyways, who else? We need a full crew. This is a little less than half we need. Who? Do y'all have ideas as to who you?
Sorry, it's not good enough for you.
We need more people.
I'm already. We need more. Yes.
Just kidding.
Can
Takes
Mel come?
takes many hands to run a ship.
Can Mel come?
Well, I'm thinking we can ask the Unpleasants and see if they'd like to come along.
Woohoo! Let's go.
The difficulty is, I don't really know what's in it for me.
You think Harkin
so
will even want to go?
I
for
can't
you?
really tell what's going to be in it for them. But
Wait, what's his
hopefully
name
friendship.
again?
Just like adventure.
Will
and
Harry
more
wanna go?
smooches.
I think adventure and you know, I can talk to Harkin. I'll figure out if Harkin would like to.
Diedrich like
What?
kicks the floors like no smooth Diedrich.
I'm also gonna say that you probably paid the Unpleasants
Oh yeah, I forgot about
in the
that.
2 weeks.
Yeah, how much did they get?
Yes.
So, from what I understand, they got 400 each.
That's right. Okay.
Um,
Write it down.
So that was
And that comes out of the-
1600.
2,500.
Comes
Yeah.
out of the 2,500. So that's 1,600 from 25 is about 900 left for the
Thank
boards.
you.
right?
I'm not a math gay. Okay.
Way too much math for me.
Yeah.
So I have it. Hardtack, you still have like 90.
Wait, I thought you
Um,
said 400 each, and there's only 3 of them.
There's 4.
There
Yeah,
are 3 of them.
1,600.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Oh, wait.
I thought there were 4
There's
of
4
them.
of us.
So that's
There's 3
Oh,
of
that's
them.
right, you're right.
Oh, 1,200. So there's
1,200.
1,300 left for us.
1,300 left. Whew.
Hey, I
Wow,
saved you
nice.
some gold.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Well done.
A math gay.
Definitely not.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So what would you like to do? Or I guess you're still deliberating. Sorry, I just. interrupted.
I want to invite. So the Unpleasants plus us, plus Chare, is 8, right? We need how many?
think-
How many do we need on a ship, Hardtack?
Well, for a ship of this size, probably about 12 to be safe.
Wow. Okay.
Should we ask
More
some
It's
of
not a
the
small
orders?
ship. It's not a big ship, but it's not a small ship.
3 more
either.
people, and Mikhail doesn't want to come.
Did we
I
ask
would
Mikhail?
love for Mikhail to come.
Why don't you go
but-
ask Mikhail?
Okay. I'll
Throw in a smooch. I've heard those are cool.
Hardtack
She probably
blushes
wants
a
to
bit.
stay with the city.
That's my worry, but I'll talk to Mikhail.
All right. So 2 more
So-
if Mikhail says yes.
3
Any
more.
ideas?
If
3
Mikhail
more
says
if Mikhail
yes.
says yes.
What?
3 more if Mikhail
3
says
more. If Mikhail says yes.
can't
But
do
if Mikhail
math.
says no, we have 4 to go.
How many people?
I'm
is
gonna say that
Mikhail?
you
What's
don't
happening?
correct Diedrich when he says that. 2 more.
Do you
I
think-
feel
do you
like
think
everyone under
Silvertongue
their
would
breath
like to
says
come along?
3.
Yeah, right, you're right. What about Alfredo? Can Alfredo come?
Take him from.
They have a
Bagel
job.
guy?
Yeah, the opera singing bagel guy.
We need to be able to come back to fresh bagels.
Also, he's got his own family there. Like, I don't think it's right to just be like, yo, come with us, Alfredo. We could ask some of the boarders, some of the, like, adult,
Silver Tongue!
What about Silver Tongue? I could have a shanty man aboard.
Shanty Man! Silver Tongue!
Assuming you're at your home right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay,
yo,
cool.
Silver Tongue!
What
You're so fucking caca, bro! You wanna go on an adventure?
Yeah, Diedrich, you're too old to be using that word. That's for the young kids.
I'm 18, you asshole! Come here!
Yeah, that's like single digits of saying caca, Diedrich.
You don't know how old
Like
I am.
like babies. They say it for shit. That's what caca means, Diedrich.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that. It means cool. Silver Tongue, you're out of the loop. Do you want to go
Who's
on the? Hey,
Who's the bard? Who's the bard here?
Silver Tongue, Silver Tongue. Silver Tongue, I have a question.
Yeah. Sorry. We're right next to each other. What? Yes, Diedrich. What's up?
Do you want to go on an
Do
adventure?
you like boats?
You like boats?
Would you like to go on a pleasure cruise?
And then Diedrich is doing like a.
So, Silver Tongue, he says, I wrote a song about being on a boat. It's called I'm Upon a Boat.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Wait, really? Can you sing it for us?
No, it's not ready yet. But,
Well, this will give you.
Perhaps when we're upon the boat, it will be the siren song to strike
I'd love
fear
to hear
times. Yes.
Silver
I
Tongue's
would
in.
be willing to. Of course, I'd be willing to. I do enjoy a good adventure. Plus, it'll completely wipe clean my last experience on a boat, which was in chains, being prepared to be sold into slavery. So I would much rather have a pleasant experience upon a boat with good friends.
I don't know that we
Okay.
can promise pleasant, but we can probably promise.
There
No
might be
chains.
chains.
No, the chains have been removed and repurposed for securing cargo and supplies. And Silver Tongue, it's actually the same boat. You would like to know that we have renamed it in your name, in your honor, Freedom's Fury. Freedom, your freedom, their freedom.
So you
Everyone's
wish to take
Did
me
you
upon
say
the
it's
same
called-
boat?
I know. I was just thinking.
Freedom furries?
No, Freedom's Fury.
He really
I've
liked
been
the
wrong
squirrel
this whole
episode.
time.
I wish I could give negative inspiration.
I'm gonna call it that from now on, just so you know.
I really thought it was always called that. Are we
Freedom-
sure?
Freedom furries, man.
Fury.
He's like, how many R's did you put in that second word there, my good man?
Dietrich's gonna carve
Please
another
tell me it was
R.
one.
Dietrich's absolutely gonna carve another
There's
R.
only one R. One R.
So he says, I'd be willing to go. I'm going to need to get my things together, and especially now that everyone in the boarding house now has an employment, a place of employ.
Except for you.
Well, I've been wandering the streets and laying down my words, and people just give me money. So
That's really cool.
it's just been
That's
how
great
it's been for
for
me.
you.
Yes, it's great. Well, when you're talented as I am, it's quite easy for people to want to hear you speak.
I
Dietrich
can
is
only imagine.
Dietrich is whispering to Hardtech, are we sure this is a good idea? I don't know. I'm starting to...
So he says, when do we leave?
Tomorrow. No, I was gonna give him a fake date.
Now?
Soon.
Go to the boat right now.
Not now.
We'll meet you there.
We need a few more hands.
All right.
Um,
Well, I'm gonna get my affairs in order, speak to some
Yes.
lovers, and I'll be back.
Let us know how many smooches you have. Important.
Smooches. Smooches, is that a kid term? Is that what we're calling them now? Wonderful. All right,
It's not
I'm going to
confirmed.
go.
It's really
Lovers
cool. But
knocked
come
me
back
out.
with a count.
Can you bring one of
Alright.
your lovers with you?
No,
Weird suggestion.
no, that's not how my lifestyle works. And he just turns on a heel and leaves.
Got really excited that he was gonna like bring a side chick on the boat, like Charlotte's or something. Okay, sorry.
Okay. All right. So that's one.
Okay.
I don't have any friends.
Do they disappoint you?
I just don't see the.
Can I
Point.
bring a street rat kid?
You can ask. You can ask.
Hardtech, I have some street rat kids. They're pretty handy at a pinch.
Handy how so?
They can steal things. Also, they can distract
Will
things.
they steal
from
things
us?
from
Oh.
others on the
No. Crews are crews.
ship? Because
There
you
will
know,
be other
you know
people
the
to steal
punishment for
from.
that is dire.
Crews are crews. They are
Fires?
loyal to their crew, just like you are on a boat. That's the way it is on the street.
Not to try and fight a bard with a bard, but we do know somebody else. We could ask potentially if they would want to join
I thought about that too.
the boat
Actually,
ride.
I thought about that too. I'm hoping Tyler knows who we're talking about.
Yeah,
There's
that's-
only one other bard that's yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Yeah,
would mean
yeah.
that would mean adding a cast member, too, though.
We would need to talk about it. But yes. I mean, it's possible. Anything is possible.
I mean,
Anything is possible.
this
if
is
you
the moment
just
we're
believe.
talking about it, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
like, you know, it's
It would need
it's
planning.
possible. More Trouble isn't physically here, so I can't like RP that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I mean, it's possible.
Could
to
they
ask.
meet us later?
That's also possible, because you don't know where More Trouble is right now.
Right.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's keep that in our back pocket of our brains.
Putting it in the pocket. Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
How many more people do we need?
So
2.
5 of you, Silver Tongue.
Ooh. Uh-huh.
Ian Pleasant.
the
I just need a
Unpleasants.
number because I'm not gonna remember
So
any of this.
There's 3 more.
Oh, you're
I think.
counting.
3 more.
Three
spots.
more. I have a really good idea.
Yeah.
What if we go somewhere where we can meet people and we make a poster and see who comes up to us with the poster.
Casting
Good job.
episode.
Poster can
Casting episode.
say, would you like a ride on my boat? What?
Casting episode. I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah, so
I
let's do that.
probably would put, you know, seeking adventurers.
Yeah.
That's
so-
too vague. I
something-
think we should definitely draw a boat.
It has. Well, yes, on a boat.
Okay, we'll do
seeking a maritime
adventures,
adventure.
and then we'll draw a
need
boat.
Hands.
Take
Yeah.
a ride on my brand new boat.
Why don't we just say seeking ship hands? Like,
You like boats?
Tyler,
Can I roll sleight of hand
No,
to see how well I
no,
draw
no,
the
no.
boat?
This is something that I want to play out. So. this is-
Okay, wait.
Anyways.
Can Teacher pull out a piece of paper and start making a flyer?
Where are you getting a piece of? It's
I
probably a
have-
poster,
I have.
bestie.
Okay,
You got a poster size?
I
piece
got-
of paper
yeah,
in
I
your
do.
back pocket?
All right, we go to somewhere where I can buy posters. Can we go somewhere where I can buy
Let's
posters?
go to the craft store. There's
Where
definitely
is
one in the city,
Keen-Eyed
right?
Tom? Where's the
Yeah, there-
Michaels in this city, bestie?
Do you want to? Keen-Eyed Tom would have.
Let's go there.
Yeah, I'm
Do
super
you want
down.
to go shopping?
I'm
quick
so down for
first?
that. Yeah.
All right, so you get to
Do you
Keen-Eyed
think
Tom's
he'll
stand.
have a poster pre-made about boat?
Can he print
boat
it for us?
adventures?
Does he have a printing press in his cart?
Why don't you ask me? I'm right here. You've just been
Hello.
talking in front of my shop for the past 5 minutes. Not even
Keen-Eyed
addressing me.
Tom.
It's like I haven't existed.
So good to see
Hey,
you,
Tom.
Before we
Tom.
talk about the poster, Keen-Eyed
Do you
Tom,
have
I have
any
a question. Do you know anything
posters?
about kelp?
Oh,
Kelp, like the food.
Where's
Like enchanting it?
No.
I don't
And wearing
understand
it?
how this gets us
Interesting.
people for our boat.
Oh, like kelp
I'll keep
armor.
brainstorming the poster stuff.
Help armor?
So yes.
That's very possible. I could definitely do that. I could make you some kelp armor.
How quickly?
Pretty quickly. It's just
Do I need to
seaweed,
get you the
know?
kelp?
Well, yeah, I'd prefer it. I don't really like getting my hands wet. You see, I've got a. He holds up these gloved hands. He's like, I've got a condition. You see.
Hardtech dives in the water. He's grabbing kelp.
Are we next to the water?
how close is the
Yeah.
water? Just
Free
He's in-
free
he's in
market.
We're in free
So
market.
if you look at the map,
Yeah, we're in
free market
I've
is
never
on.
looked at a map once in my whole entire life. And if
Okay,
I have,
well-
I didn't understand it.
Great. So this map that I made for you, it contains free market, which has, it's being pinged, and free market
Oh,
is
I
at the
see.
docks.
I didn't
So, yeah.
realize it was like on the. I thought that was just an adjacency, but I understand.
Oh yeah. So yeah. So you dive in, you grab a big thing of kelp, and you bring it back. He says, "I could probably have all this enchanted, maybe in a day or two, a
Perfect.
few days, perhaps." He says, "And I'll even throw in some free poster board."
Great.
That
Just
just so
because-
happens we need some.
How
Perfect.
are your?
I know you were talking about it in front of me for 5
How
minutes.
are your drawing and writing skills? I'm just.
I want to draw it. I want to draw the boat. Can I roll for just like a sleight of hand to draw the boat to see how well I draw the boat?
Oh.
So
Can
you wanna,
I? Can I
what-
performance?
I'm gonna sell you the poster board. I'm not gonna make a poster for you. I am no calligrapher. You see, I'm just
it
a simple
looks-
merchant.
You just look like you would have an artist's touch, and I want us to put our best poster forward.
I appreciate that. Well, actually, let's find out what do you need on this poster?
A picture of a boat, and it says "Ride my boat."
Oh, okay, all right. I'm gonna
Right.
ask this just one time. Do you want maybe anything clearer on that? Maybe a clarification
yes,
of
Is that not clear?
what you want
yes.
out of this?
We just want people on our boat. I don't.
Let's say deckhands wanted adventure to be found.
It's so many more words than any person would reasonably read. Am I wrong? I mean, 3 words is kind of my limit if I'm reading a poster. Is that just me?
I mean,
So he's
6
like-
words seems to fit.
All right.
How do they find us if they read the poster?
Well, there's a picture of a boat. Oh no, we're gonna be with the poster at the
all
place.
the time.
We are.
Just
For some time.
can we have the boat, the picture of the boat, and the side says Freedom's Fury. They'll know to find the boat and to
Freedom,
to find us.
freedom, fury,
Freedom
furries.
furries.
Just we
Yeah.
gotta make sure that we get the name right.
All right. Is it
Freedom-
Freedom's Fury?
There's
or
one
Freedom
R.
furries.
One R, Freedom's
2 R's. bestie.
Fury.
I don't know how to
Fury,
spell it, but
okay.
it is furries.
All right. Well, that's a different.
You
I
could draw.
can't help, but I know I said I'd only ask once. But are you sure you don't want any clarification on this?
I'm not sure what's unclear.
Everything has been unclear. This is not. I've got. So you do notice that once more a line is forming behind all of you,
Yeah.
and there's a guy that's just like, oh my god, how do they always show up when I want to buy something?
Ride my boat.
He says, all right, that's what it's gonna be. Ride my boat. Adventurers wanted. That's just gonna be 4 words. That's it.
Perfect.
Great. All right. So is there anything else you need? If you are going on a boat trip, we do have plenty of provisions here.
Is there
Provisions will be
anything you
necessary,
need?
Thank you.
Wait, they won't? They won't? The provisions won't be necessary?
No, they will be necessary. We
Oh,
will
I
need-
thought you said they won't.
Have you never been on a boat? before?
I have. I rode your boat. I drove your boat.
Yo, I don't really know what we don't have to.
We would
talk
like
about what happens
provisions,
behind
please.
closed doors. I don't. No, I don't care who's
All right. Well,
driving
I
whose
can
boat.
I can provide you with provisions, rations, long-term rations. We've got bait and tackle if you need to go fishing. We've got We've got a whole new order of different pipe weeds that we can sell you. We've got
Pipe weed?
different alcohols and basically all the provisions that you might need for an extended journey.
Definitely snacks.
Snacks for sure.
I think only snacks. On a yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
That all sounds wonderful, Tom. Thank you very much for
Of course, of
supplying us with that.
Anything for my favorite customers.
Also, Tom, I don't know how often you get to go out on a boat. So if there's any stuff that you need that you can only get from a boat, I love getting stuff. I love
Well-
lists also. So
Yes, of course. Tell you what, why don't I'll give you a list. I'll give you a list.
That would be great. That would be so good.
Wonderful.
Also, I
We'll come get
just
the
want to
list when I get the
clarify
kelp
because
armor.
earlier I said I don't
course.
like to read, and I think it's worth clarifying that any list you've given me or will give me in the future, I promise to read every word. I just don't read posters.
All right.
You understand, Tom?
Of course. Yeah, I don't, but that's fine. That's none of my business. So
That's great.
if there's nothing else that you need, I will see all of you tomorrow.
Wait,
the
wait,
next
wait,
day.
wait. Do you have armor?
Armor? What kind of armor?
Stronger than mine. But I want to be sneaky and I don't want to clack around.
All right, I'll see what I can look up.
Okay.
I think I might be able to find something for
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right.
Okay, bye.
All right. So a few days go by. You collect your poster. You put it up. And Hardtack, you collect your kelp armor. It is about. Let's see. It's 200 gold pieces for the.
So,
for the
Diedrich,
kelp armor.
question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Where's the money we got from the wand?
Oh, she beat me up and stole it all. I'm just kidding. It's right here.
All
And
right.
how much is it?
It's 1,300. I'm so tempted to steal from y'all, but I'm not going to. It's 1,300, and he hands it over.
All right, so and Hardtack starts kind of divvying up into 4 piles. He takes like
Thank you.
they're equal piles, and he puts one over to Diedrich and puts one over to Raven, and then holds out a hand for
Bessie,
Juniper.
what is 1,300 divided
And Juniper
by
gives
4?
you a thumbs up.
325.
325.
Juniper, would you like this, or do you want me to hold on to it again for you?
Yep. That sounds
I-
great. You're
I-
so much better at holding on to it than I am.
Okay, I will hold on to it, and takes it and puts it back into his bag. Okay.
I have it written down that you have 90 for the group. Like we have a group pot that's 90, and then you have your own personal. Is that still true?
Yeah, I have one. I'm sitting on 150 gold pieces at the moment.
Okay.
So now I'm at 650. Okay, perfect. And after doing all of this in front of Keen-Eyed Tom, who, again, a line is forming as we're divvying up money and sharing it. among each
Yeah,
other.
there's a guy that's like, again? Oh my god! All right.
So I hand
yeah.
over the 200.
Great. That happens. And he takes it. He gives you your kelp armor, which you now have. It looks like it's just kelp woven into fabric. And it makes like a little bit of noise, but it's good. And Diedrich, he gives you studded leather armor.
Does it look cool? Does it look cool?
It looks like your armor, except it has these metal studs. Like, embedded into
Yo! Like a biker jacket
And-
stud shit?
it. Yeah,
Yes!
biker jacket, and
Let's
it gives you
go.
+1 to your armor class.
Thank you. I'll take that for
Um,
14.
Nice. He also gives you about a month of supplies for 100 gold pieces.
Nice, okay. Are you taking that out of the
for-
pot, Hardtech, or do you want to...
I can take it out of my pot, yeah.
And he throws in a pipe weed container.
Do you
for
have
all
a
of you.
pipe? Do I have a pipe?
Says, you don't have a pipe? Well, I'll sell you a pipe for 10 gold. It's really nice.
What does it look like?
So he pulls out a big case, and there's like, there's like ivory, there's inlaid with gold, inlaid with silver, inlaid with brass, just a whole bunch of different pipes.
I want a pipe. Diedrich
All
has
right,
a pipe
10 gold.
now. Wait,
All
but
right,
I want
yeah.
a cool one. Okay, I'll give you 10 gold, but I want a cool one.
All right, he pulls out the ivory pipe,
Okay.
and he gives it to you.
What does it look like, Tyler? Can I tell you what it
Bones.
looks like?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Great. So you get to. I'm gonna say you get to that bar the only bar that you all go to. Where you
Yeah.
told everyone to. That is the tryouts spot. So
Our
first,
poster?
yes. So first, the Unpleasants are there.
I think this is
And-
what it looks like.
Can I have talked to
Right, I
Mikhail
know.
before this and gotten Mikhail's take?
Of course.
Okay.
But before that, Juniper,
I
you
have
give
a-
yourself a hero point for designing the poster.
Tyler, I have a question.
Yes.
Can I make it out of bone?
Yeah, you
pipe?
can have it be a bone
Can I
pipe.
have a bone pipe, please? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. Thank you.
Yeah. So we cut to hardtack. You get to Mikhail's, and she's got just about everything packed up. It's a barren place, and you come in, and she says, "Hey, how you doing?"
Pretty good. I wanted to talk to you and ask you about something. If you have a minute, I know you're busy.
So she just looks around at the empty place and she says, "No, I was just getting ready to hand the keys in. What's on your mind?"
So, you've seen how I have these powers, so to speak, and he just like does stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, he does what?
He waves his hand around and like he lets like a little spark of an eldritch blast come out of his finger, but just like a tiny one, just like a.
So she's like, yeah, I know about your powers.
Well, so they're from a patron that I've yet to meet, and the patron is now calling. And as you might have guessed, I'm a pirate, so the patron is of the sea, and they're calling us to this, calling me to the sea, and we have a ship now. We're building a crew now, and given the impact you've had on our group, I would like you to come along if you would like on the ship on the adventure. And he kind of like averts his eyes a little bit. He's just super awkward.
So you look down. You look down at your hands, and we see from that perspective her hands come into view, and they hold yours. And you look up, and she removes one of her hands, and she touches your face, and she says, "My hardtack. This is a big ask." She says, "Not because I don't want to. I feel like in the past couple of weeks, I've really gotten to know who you are. You know, past the sailor bravado and past the old man, which you're not looking so
Not
old
as old as I
anymore."
once was.
Yeah, and that was a bit off-putting at first, but I've gotten past that. I want to go with you, and I want to spend time with you, and I don't know, and she pauses.
I want to imagine that the rest of us are like outside the window.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
all like
absolutely,
with our ears
absolutely.
on the
Like,
door.
so
Yeah.
Juniper is wild shaped as like a small creature, just like in the corner, and like Raven is like hanging outside the window. Diedrich is hanging outside the window, and like everyone's just like, yeah. And
To imagine that you can just see my wolf's ears.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely, poking out from the doorway. Yeah.
Yes.
So she says, "Hardtack, I feel very deeply for you. Why don't I check with my superiors? I'm going to see if there's someone that can cover what I have been doing. If there is someone that I believe can work comparably to myself and that can do my job as good as I can."
Well, that's very high bar.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of smart people here. So why don't I find out? I will ask my superiors. I will see. And she says, I want to. I really, really do. And I'm trying to balance my responsibilities as an officer and what I want in my heart. So I will get back to you. I'm gonna ask today. And she kisses you on the cheek.
Smooch.
Yeah,
Smooch,
give you a
smooch
little
counter,
smooch.
smooch counter, smooch counter.
And she leaves.
Before, like, as she's leaving, I kind
Yeah.
of grab her hand and
Yeah.
say, even if you can't, the fact that I want you to come with and that you want to means enough to me that when all of this is said and done, I know where to return to. He kind of pulls open his kelp armor a little bit and shows the I Love Sunhome shirt that he's wearing. Because-
Oh God!
I think I found now that despite how cliche and cheesy it might be, maybe it's the old pirate in me, but Mikhail, I feel that you're now my Sunhome. So that's enough to me. And kisses her on the
So-
cheek again.
So she has this little gadget that comes out of her arm. It looks like an arcane stylus, and she covers her eyes and she starts writing something on your shirt. And then she removes her hand, kisses you, and walks out. And you look
I
down,
look at the shirt.
and it says, instead of I Heart Sunhome, she is Arcane Erased Sunhome, and it says Mikhail.
Yeah. Can other
And
people
so,
see it, or is it just me
yeah,
that can see?
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
everybody can
everyone,
see it.
everyone can see it. She wants everyone to know.
Oh my!
Nice.
Oh my God! That was so amazing. You're
So,
my son home now is the new he's her lobster. Oh my
You're my
God.
son home. Oh,
That is
yeah, that was great.
so cute.
Nice. Hardtack, you can give yourself a hero point.
That
Fuck yeah.
amazing.
Thanks for playing with me. That was good.
Anytime, Tyler.
Thank you for romancing me.
I love our romance moments.
Okay, Chad, I just need you to know that ever since we met in person, the bromance between Tyler and Testy is so strong. Like, they have, like, their own lives
I
outside
love
of
this man
us,
so much.
where they're just like...
Alright, anyway, so we cut to the bar, and it's the next day, it's the day after that. The Unpleasants are there, and Harkin, he says, "We saw your sign. Thank you for telling us that there is possible business opportunity for us."
You're included already.
Oh,
You're
really?
now-
Okay.
Yeah,
What is
we
the
probably
bet?
should have told you. Sorry.
Well, what
What?
is...
How can-
and then he takes the exact opposite stance. He's like, "What, do you think we would just go without asking for pay? What is job?"
Harkin. So you know how we were talking about being a warlock and you taught me a spell and all this, and
Yes.
do you know much about the patron of the sea?
Patron of sea, there are... I mean, there could be so many, you know? There are many
How much do you
demons
know
and
about
devils.
any of the specific? Would you
I
like to know
can,
more about any specific patron? Could that
Look,
knowledge be valuable to you?
rule number 1 is knowledge at any cost. Always
Hmm.
collect knowledge. So, I am, of course, if there is something in it for Harkin, then Harkin is in.
I offer you knowledge as payment.
Fucking drag him.
We'll pay you in exposure.
If I could make line graph of how much danger I am willing to go through for how much knowledge I am willing to experience and gain, it would go like this, but then at some point it would just drop, and there is no amount of knowledge that can... How dangerous is mission? This quest? Trip? Thing?
Adventure.
Oh.
Friendship.
We'll have to find out. I have no idea. You have no idea. But
Isn't that a subjective measure as well?
yeah.
What's
So-
dangerous to me might be nothing to you because you're so tough.
And you know
What
a
I
lot
will
about
say-
wormholes.
I'm
What is objective?
objective is to win a game.
Oh, I forgot about that. That is why we're going on the boat, isn't it? Yeah.
I forgot about that too.
He says objective is to win game.
My patron has called me and the rest of the warlocks who serve to the sea, to a trial of sorts, it seems, to a specific location, a temple, or some sort of undersea place to find and conquer something.
I just now realized
Wouldn't you
how
like to
little
learn with me?
information we have.
Do you this temple?
I know, I got it. I got it.
I actually this is
The
really
face
great.
is perfect.
Yeah. That might be my new picture for you on my phone, by the way. Is that- so he says, this temple. You know this temple? You have never been to this temple?
I've seen it in a guided dream.
You have seen temple. Did temple seem looted already in vision?
Nobody has ever seen or stepped foot or been close to this place.
So at that he grins and he says, untouched temple in the middle of ocean, perhaps filled with untold treasures.
Perhaps.
So he turns to Mel. He's like, "You still have bag of holding?" She says, "Oh yeah." And she like her arm, which is now healed. She opens her coat, and you see there are 2 bags of holding. And he says, "Unpleasants are in. Very good. We will discuss particulars, but I would say that we all
We
get
have lots
share
of time
of
to
treasure.
negotiate.
Yes?
We'll
Good.
we'll talk on the
This is excellent. This is pleasant for us. And there is a like a behind him, and you notice that
See? Everyone
notice
okay
that-
back there?
you notice that there are a few figures that have appeared in the bar, seeking possible gainful employment.
Nice.
The
Nice.
first that comes up.
Wait, can we set up like a judge's desk?
Yeah, there's like a little tryout table.
Yeah. Okay, bet. Okay.
The first that comes up is this dwarf.
Hello, would you like to ride our boat?
Ride our boat.
So, first you notice that this dwarf, he seems to be some kind of cleric. He
Cool.
has
You're
a
in.
magical
Yes.
glowing hammer and this holy book that he has open, and he closes it and he tucks it in his pocket, and he hefts his hammer over his shoulder. He says, "Aye, I'm looking to ride a boat."
Cool. We've got one. I think maybe we should ask a question. How do you feel about bagels? Sorry, did anyone else have a better question?
I
How?
don't know what a fucking bagel is, lass.
Dietrich starts.
Wow.
Dietrich starts to like look really.
Boy,
like,
do I have an adventure for you.
Dietrich wants to look really cool in his studded jacket and his bone pipe that he's definitely smoking right now.
Okay.
And he's like, "How are your sea legs, fella?"
So he looks down. He's like, "My sea legs. I've been on a boat a few times before.
Cool, you're in.
Have you served as pardon this one? Have you ever served as
You
a
want a bagel?
deckhand on a boat, or have you only ridden a boat?
A deckhand. I've never served.
What?
Uh,
What, Aunt Messi?
Can you say it again?
A deck.
Just say it again.
Just
We
say it.
like
I've
it.
never served as a deckhand on a boat. I've been a passenger, but
Only
I'd be willing to learn more than be good." And he raises his hammer in the air a little bit. I'm a quick learner. I learned the whole holy text in about a month. So.
And how?
That seems great, and we can feed him bagels.
What kind of god do you serve?
Moradin. He's the god of all dwarves.
Ah.
Created us out of the ore of the earth. Dug us out from the mountains. And he stands up on the table, he begins preaching, he's like, and thus he smote Maglubian down!
I don't know about all that, but did you say you wanted to try a bagel for the first time?
Hey, I could try a bagel. They come in, and he's still on the table. And he's like, hey, I could try a bagel.
I
just
him.
assumed that I have one with me at all times.
Yeah.
Can
What's
I
your
please
name?
give this guy a bagel?
Yeah, he takes a bite and he's like, hey, it's not bad. It could use a bit of, you got any, dragonfire salt?
What's dragonfire salt?
He says, that's right. The twicelings don't know about it. And,
what is a twiceling? Am I a twiceling? I'm looking around.
Hey, all of you
What's
are
a
bloody
twiceling?
twicelings. And he jumps off the table and he lands with a heavy thud. You see, it sounds like this guy's like 300 pounds. And he's like,
I
boom.
love him.
And he looks up at all of you. Is like, twiceling, 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 twiceling.
Are
And he
you
looks at Chare,
what are
he's
you?
Like, Fae.
Oh
And
my
so
God.
he
Hey, no spitting on our companion, okay? And to be fair, Chare hates the Fae as much as you do, so I think we're in.
Chare's like, yeah, look, I fucking hate the Fae. Fae fucking suck, bro. And he's like, so this dwarf, he pulls out this little sack and he pours out a little bit on his hand. This little, it looks like glowing red salt, and he puts some on the bagel and he takes a bite, and like wisps of smoke are curling out of his mouth as he's chewing. He's like, now that's a fucking breakfast.
I love it. What's your name, fella?
Kragan McCracken!
Yes! Yes! I love him!
I think he's in.
I love him!
Does your
Should we
god
vote
have
in?
any bad feelings about warlocks and their patrons?
I don't know what a warlock is, laddie, but if you are straying from the realm of the divine and you are a servant of unholy demons and devils, I can't say that I might have a bit of a problem with you existing.
Existing?
Wait.
Are you in service sworn to any demon princes of the infinite
Oh,
layers
no.
of the abyss?
What's
I
a
think
demon?
I think all of us
Demon
are like,
prince?
ooh. Yeah.
No demon princes. No.
Aye. Are you sworn? Has your soul been condemned to the 9 layers of Bator? Do you serve as
Not that
Modius
I'm
or
aware
any of
of.
his inferiors?
Not-
Alright, then we should be good.
How,
Alright,
how
perfect.
would one know?
Oh, you'd know.
You'd know. Okay, well then we're good. We're probably,
So
we're
he,
probably good.
He spits in his hand, and there's a little bit of spittle that's still smoking from the dragonfire
Deidre
salt, and
takes-
he offers it out.
Deidre takes that hand so fucking like I'm sure that Hardtack and Claggin are like really like about to do it, and Deidre's like out of the way, just fucking like, just like yeah.
You
Deidre,
shake his hand, and you take 1 point of fire damage from the fire salt spit in his hand.
Deidre
it
pretends like it
sears your
didn't
hand a
hurt. Deidre's like
Yeah.
and then turns around. And
He's like,
fucking ow.
bloody twiceling. And so he says, I'll meet you here tomorrow. I've got some praying to do. And he grabs a random tankard of ale from the bar, drains it, slams it on the counter, and he goes, Moradin! And he just leaves.
Deidre turns around to the rest of the group with like the biggest fucking smile on his face. He's like, I like him.
Yep.
So the next person that comes up,
Okay.
Deidre, you actually recognize immediately. This is your friend.
Oh, are you picking from the names I sent you?
Yes.
Okay.
This is Lucky Corey.
Yes, Lucky Corey. Corey.
Lucky Corey was named Lucky Corey because she has evaded capture so many times that it's almost been just uncanny.
Yeah, she's a lucky charm.
Yeah, she's Lucky Charm. And so she comes up, she has this, this like huge dagger, and she twirls it a couple of times, like puts it in the table, and she leans back, puts her feet up on the table, and she says, I heard you're looking for someone to ride a boat?
You're in.
Corey, ride my boat. Can we do like a
ride
secret?
my boat.
My
Can,
boat.
can Lucky Corey and I do like a secret underground?
Oh, absolutely,
Handshake?
yeah.
Yeah.
You do a handshake that involves you like walking each other's hands
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
and like you like do slam, and then you're like, oh, too high.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
so so you do a little handshake, and she says, I knew I'd be a shoe, and Daedra can't say no.
It's true. I
You
can't
like
say
bagels?
no.
Bagels, I don't know what that is, but I'm sure.
Well,
Is
do
that
I
like,
have the adventure for you? And I'm gonna give her a bagel.
Oh, cheers. All right, thanks. And she's like, what is this, food? Can I eat this?
Oh, yes, it's for eating.
Feels spongy. All right,
It feels spongy.
that's nice. You got these more of these on the boat?
Hell yeah, we do. All the bagels you can
We'll
eat.
arrange for
Somebody
that. Have
add
you
that
ever
to
been
the
on a boat
list.
before?
Add
Yeah,
that
we
to the
need
list.
to.
We
Yeah,
gotta
we
go
need
to
to make
Sarah.
sure. Yeah, we gotta go get bagels.
She says, I'll do it
Yeah,
for
anything for you, any bagels that you for you. Yes. Well,
one
yeah,
share. I'm assuming is the going price.
whatever you say.
What about Lucky Corey? Lucky Corey. Would you do it for learning? Would you do it for learning?
Learning. Like learning how much gold I'm about to have. When-
Lucky Corey.
Get me here.
Lucky Corey. And
Ginger,
yeah, go ahead.
why is Lucky Corey named Lucky Corey?
They're lucky. They're a lucky charm. This is the good luck charm. This is the good luck charm. This Lucky Corey can do anything and get away with it. It's insane. I've seen her do wild things and totally get claimed. She's never been caught. In how many years, Lucky Corey?
7 or 8 years, I think.
Lucky
I've
Corey,
been
how long
dodging
have you been?
constabulary and
How long have you been in Sunhome?
my whole life.
The whole time. 7 to 8 years. Never been caught.
How old is
Same
Lucky Corey?
place.
So Lucky Corey is like 15,
Okay.
I think.
7 to 8 years. Never been caught. But you've stayed here the whole time.
I stayed here.
How many people
No.
do you think are looking for you now?
Oh, hardtack,
don't
you're
know.
such an intense negotiator.
I don't know. I'd say. Thing is, they can never seem to keep their grips
Yeah.
on me.
The longer you stay here, the more likely it is you get caught. Yes.
That's the thing about being lucky. The odds might stack against you, but doesn't matter none.
Well, I can offer you luck. Nobody's going to find you aboard a boat.
I do enjoy a gambling, man.
Hmm.
Could make a bit of a wager.
On what?
So she takes her knife out and she puts her hand down and she says, how many rounds do you think you can go?
Oh dear.
Is she doing five finger fillet?
Hardtack, makes himself look old again, like does his typical thing of like, kind of
Okay.
starts to cower a little bit,
Mm.
and as he holds up his hand, he kind of crinkles it and makes it so that he can't open his fingers as wide as he can, trying to
Okay.
You trying to pull
Like
sharp,
arthritis
Lucky
hands.
Corey?
and like
All right.
puts it down on the table and says, "This isn't a game I could play nor win. Look at these hands."
So she says, all right, well, what do you suggest?
Hmm.
Oh, give it a
You're not-
try, Hardtack. I bet you could do fine. Are you trying to pull shark them, Hardtack?
I'm trying to find a game that I can win. As
Oh, okay,
'cause
okay, 'cause
I'm
it's not
assuming
gonna
this
be this one.
requires some level of dexterity, which
Okay,
I
okay,
do not
okay.
have.
Okay. How about a game of
At all.
wits? How about a game of wits? You literally, yeah, there it is, Ariel, a battle of wits, the Princess Bride moment. That's exactly what I was
Hmm.
thinking.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Perfect.
Battle of wits then. How's
Hmm.
about? And she so she sheathes her blade and she pulls out a little deck of cards and she starts shuffling it. and she begins to deal you out, and she deals you, deals you 2 cards, deals herself 2 cards, and she puts some cards out on the table. She's playing a variant of fantasy poker, essentially.
Got it.
And
Can I need
yeah.
to? Can I roll like perception or investigation to see if she cheated
Like
in
she's
any
bluffing
way
or
in dealing the
yeah,
cards?
yeah.
roll me an insight. Yeah.
Oof.
You don't get the feeling that she's cheated from what you've seen. She hasn't given off any tells, and so she looks at her cards. So you see, she peeks her cards. She goes, and she puts her cards down. She says, "The action's not on the dealer. You want to fold or?"
Hardtack. Totally blank face. No. And I'm assuming I'm making some sort of bet.
Yeah. So she says, "All right. Well, I'll wager." She says, "I'll wager this dagger," and she pulls out a sack of 10 platinum pieces,
Oh shit.
and
She's
she
rich.
just slides it on the table. She
What
says-
race is she?
So she's a human.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm making her an art right now because I love her. Anyway, continue.
Good. She says, "Tell you what, if you win, I get to keep my stuff. I'll join you for 2/3 of a share. If I win, I get to keep all my stuff. And she peeks behind you and she says, I got that little friend of yours." And
Chare?
you hear behind her, "Don't let her take me."
That fucking Squiffy?
Yeah. She says, "Gambling man."
So hearing that Squiffy is going to fly like closer to the bar. I'm assuming I'm looking at the bar. She's
Yeah. she's
sitting
looking at
between
you,
me and
yeah.
the bar that
Yep.
way.
Yeah.
Squiffy's gonna fly over to the bar. Artek says, "Lucky or just a bit demanding? That seems like a lot." And Hardtack puts his head down, like, "Let me think of this." And he goes he goes into Squiffy. So
Okay.
he's looking through Squiffy's eyes
Oh,
and peeking at her cards
okay.
from Squiffy
Yeah.
behind her.
She is bluffing. She has nothing.
Perfect.
Wow.
So he looks back up and he says, 2/3 is a bit much. How about if I win, you come aboard the boat, and you're safe from those in Sunhome who might be trying to find you. Some that are officials, some that are closely connected with the group. And you get your fair share as a crewmate.
Fair share.
I'll take the dagger. You can keep your money.
Damn,
So,
dude.
so she takes out. She reaches into her coat and she pulls out the dagger, and she just kind of like throws it. It hits the thing. She says, "All right, fair's fair. I know that Diedrich at least will keep you honest." She says, "All right, let's see what you got."
Flip him out.
All right, yeah. She looks at it. She's like, "That's just about the worst hand you can have. You wanted to have." And she flips over. She's like, "Only thing worse is what I had." And she joins. She plucks the dagger. She gives it to you. You take it, and it feels incredibly light. and the illusion on it kind of fades, and you're now holding a large feather. And she gives you a
Cool.
wink, and she says, "Deal's a deal." She says, "I'll see you tomorrow, Diedrich," and you do the little walk thing.
Wait, so I got really distracted. Is she in?
She's in.
Yeah, she's in. Yeah.
Great.
Jesus.
I love Lucky Corey.
Lucky Corey. All right. So
Are you-
the third, yeah,
Are you gonna be all of these characters?
I have to be, yeah. I mean, we might get guests to play these characters as
Okay,
well.
okay,
but-
cool.
I'm fine with, I can multitask.
I was thinking
could
the
like
track
final
voices.
I could play Lucky Corey.
the final
okay,
person
okay.
that comes in is a goblin.
Okay.
And he just kind of like trudges up. He's got fancy pirate stuff on, and he just sits down on the table, and it like the chair, or he sits down on a chair, and the chair kind of spins. So he does a full 360 before it like slowly. Comes
Hello.
to a stop.
Hello. Would you like to ride our boat?
So he says, "Ride boat. Looking for
Great.
work."
What's your name, Goblin?
Nose man.
Nose man?
You're in. I love that.
Can I roll to see if he's lying?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, roll me an insight.
Okay.
17. He's not named Noseman.
Yeah.
It's definitely not his
You'll
name.
need an inside check to tell you
It's
that.
100% not his name.
I mean,
yeah.
it really could have been.
Yeah, he says, look, need job. Good. Sea goblin.
Sea goblin. Hey?
Sea Goblin, huh?
Yeah.
What's your name again?
Chin boy.
Let's start over. What's your
Yes.
name again?
2 ears.
You do have 2 ears. Very good. Do you want to tell us your name?
So he turns a darker shade of green, and he says, "Don't have name."
You don't have a name?
He says, "No, tooth, mouth."
You do have a tooth, and more, and a mouth. What would you like us to call you
That's a
if
great
you
name.
don't have a name?
Sea
See?
goblin.
Seaman.
Sea goblin.
Seaman. Your name's Seaman
Sea
now.
Nope.
Nope.
Not
Sea
that.
goblin.
Don't know what that means, but not that.
Have you been on a ship before, Sea Goblin?
No.
Where did you get all this garb?
He's
Is it
looks
like
around, he's
not fit either? Like, is it like really baggy?
Yeah. This is clearly like
Yeah.
a person's. That was like found it.
Are you, Tyler, are you sure that this isn't 3 goblins in a trench coat right now? Are you absolutely positive?
This is a single goblin.
All right,
in a
all
trench
right.
coat.
Okay.
That is way too
Oh,
big
so
for
he's
him.
single.
It's- oh my god.
Juniper's
Says-
found the love interest, Sea Goblin,
It's a
Oh my
with
God.
nose,
Sea Goblin.
2 ears, tooth, mouth,
Yeah.
You
It's like,
said it, not me.
chin.
so he just kind of leans forward and he's like, "Have job or no job?"
I don't see why not. He's in, right? Right.
Don't
What's? He seems great.
trust the Sea Goblin.
Will work for food,
Dietrich looks a hardtack.
drink.
What?
If there are
What jobs
rats
have you?
on
What
ship,
jobs have you done before, Sea Goblin?
raided village,
For
for livestock, taking pigs.
Where are you from, Goblin? Do you have a family?
Goblin nest outside of Sunhome. Found my way in.
They
and
didn't give you a name?
Got lost.
You don't want to go home to them?
No, too big. City too big. Got lost. Don't know a way out. I live here now.
Do you want to ride home?
You want to ride on my boat?
Don't know where home is anymore. Home.
Well, this
Dietrich-
seems like
wait.
something that we could most
Yeah,
certainly prioritize and help
yeah.
with.
Nothing to lose.
Yeah,
Sea
Dietrich-
goblin.
Dietrich looks at Hardtack and goes like, doesn't have a family.
We'll clean up poop.
Welcome aboard,
That
Sea
seems
Goblin.
really
Yes!
useful.
Sea Goblin! Oh my god. To recap. Kragan McCracken.
Religious as hell.
Yeah.
Dragon McCracken, the
Lucky-
dwarf cleric of
Preaching
Borden.
Lucky Corey.
Mid joining.
Yeah. Lucky Corey
Sea Goblin.
and Sea Goblin.
This is
Yeah.
Fine.
the best this could have gone.
What are
Sea
y'all?
Goblin
What are y'all
will be
chuckling about?
Swabby.
This seems
Swab-
totally good.
Yeah.
Swab Goblin?
Swab
Swab
Goblin!
Yes, good name.
Good name.
This name now?
This
Swab
is
Goblin?
absolutely
Swab
your
Goblin.
name now.
Swablin?
I'm Bone Boy.
Swablin?
Swablin the Goblin?
Yes, Swablin the Goblin.
Good.
Perfect.
Swablin.
Swablin the Goblin. Yes.
Good.
I'm Bone Boy, and we're your
Bone
family
boy.
now.
Family? So you eat me at some point? Not try to eat me?
No.
Sorry.
Like,
we have
like,
much to learn from you,
This might be a
Swablin.
different word than
Sorry.
what you might use.
Goblin culture, very different from
we're gonna take good care of you, Swablin.
big people culture. Big man.
Big man.
That's what they call me.
I'm Bone Boy. Not Big
so
Man, Bone Boy.
he looks at you,
I'm
he's like,
Big Man.
Bone
Yeah.
Boy, and he turns to Hardtack, he's like, Horn Man, and he turns to Raven, and he's like, Arrow Man, and he turns to Juniper, and he's like, point-eared man.
A lot of words.
And he points to Chare, and he's like, Fly Man, and
You'll meet the rest of the crew later.
good.
See you tomorrow. Swablin.
Tomorrow. Here?
No, at the docks.
Docks, good. What is docks?
Our boat. Oh, the water.
The
Head to
water.
the water.
Come to our boat.
Good. What
Ride
is
our boat.
Good. We'll come to boat.
Boat.
What does boat look like? What is that?
It looks
Boat?
like this.
Oh. Yeah,
It looks just like this.
he says, "Oh, good. We'll find. Good. Going to get things." And he makes a big show, like as though he's like about to pack a big bag, and he just like, "Oh, going to get things," and like making an announcement, and he leaves.
Why? Okay, why? I need to know. Why does Juniper and the Swablin give like the same energy? Like
They're the same person. It's just the same person.
That's me.
The same
It's
character.
actually me.
it's
Oh my God, I
perfect.
love
Oh my god.
So
Wait
you
to pack up my
hear
They're gonna be best
So-
friends.
the double doors get kicked out as Swablin marches away, presumably to get his things. And as they swing back in,
Perfect.
they begin to stabilize, and a slender hand pushes the door open. And Mikhail pokes her head into the bar. And she slowly walks up and she sits down, and she's got her hands kind of laced together on the table, and she looks at the four of you, and she says, "I saw that you had tryouts for people."
We met a Swablin goblin.
All right, so you do have a crew then.
Well,
We have
it's-
room.
Yeah.
Room for one more?
Of course.
Who?
Mikhail.
You. Yeah, of course.
She said, "I spoke to my captain, and there is a really good elf, actually, that's on the job. House O'Marin has decided to oversee a lot of the reconstruction of Sunhome. Something about, I think Keshi O'Marin is going to be heading up a lot of that, so that's great. They're really
Keshi.
good Eladrin.
Oh, sorry, I don't know.
And
Keshi.
but I'm gonna get my stuff. And unfortunately, that's not gonna take a long time because I already packed from the other place. I was gonna move into your boarding house, but I could just as easily unpack on a ship.
Can Diedrich go to hug Mikhail?
Yeah.
Diedrich wants to
Yeah.
hug Mikhail.
She gives you a big hug. She ruffles your hair,
Yes!
and she says, "Yeah, it's good to see you too, kid." And so she says, "When did we go?"
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. All right.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
So we cut to the next day. And
Wait, can we
the
pick
part-
up bagels?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well, so
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Well,
Gotta
I'll say
pick up
that we
bagels.
cut to the next day. You were scheduled to leave at the morning at noon, and so in the morning, Juniper, you go to Vera's, along with anyone else that wants to go. But
Okay.
Juniper, you walk in, and Vera, Brian, and Alfredo are all there, and they're
Hi, Vera.
preparing. Just hey, Juniper.
Hi, Alfredo.
Hey, how's it
Alfredo.
going? Oh,
I'm
hey.
so good.
hey.
Hi,
Great.
Brian. Brian, do you have any
Is-
really quick? Just Vera, hang on. This is a really important conversation that I have to have. Brian, I'm gonna be gone for a while. Do you have any cool lingo I should bring with me? What are the kids saying?
Macaroni.
Macaroni. Cool. Got it. Got it. And what does it mean?
Good.
Cool. Great. Macaroni, buddy. All right.
And
Vera?
You notice that he's been making a picture out of macaroni, and
This
it's
guy knows everything.
yeah. He's
This
been
guy's
making
really
a little,
plugged in.
He's made
to
a little
the-
badger out of macaroni, and he's like, it's like, he gives it to you. He's like,
Oh,
I made this
wow.
for you.
This is
Aw.
macaroni, buddy. This is the most macaroni thing I've ever seen.
He's like,
Macaroni
Yeah.
job.
real macaroni. And Vera's like, Brian, okay, Juniper, what can I get for you?
How many bagels could I have? Well, I guess. What do you know about
What?
boat? How many bagels do you think we could fit on a boat?
I mean, physically,
long will-
probably a lot.
How long will bagels stay edible?
Vaguely.
I mean, about a week, maybe. I
How
could.
many?
Can you
Sorry,
freeze them or something? What's the? Or that's not a thing in the
Oh,
video
we're on a
game.
boat. That.
Yeah.
Oh, but maybe with like.
How many bagels do you think that 12 people could eat in a week?
Oh my god. Well, she points to Juniper. She's like, this. If this one's one of them, a lot of bagels, I think.
I'm one of them. Yes.
So she says, okay, I'll give you. I can probably give you. I mean, if you want, we call it. So we have a baker's dozen. We
Right.
also
Which
have
is didn't we canonically establish that that's like 16?
15
15.
bagels.
15.
Yeah. Yeah. She says, I can give you a baker's score.
Ooh, what's
if you
that?
want. It's 90 bagels.
That seems perfect.
Great. That one runs a bit pricier. That's about 10 gold for 90 bagels. I make them real special too. I put in special seasonings and I throw in it's complimentary cream cheese. But yeah, and that you definitely should eat sooner rather than later. Once you open it, the freshness goes away after that. And it might
Perfect.
get
We'll
moldy.
take it.
Great.
Right?
Great.
We'll take it. Right.
Great. Why do you need that many bagels?
For our crew on our boat.
Wow.
Did
That's
you
amazing.
make our sign?
No, I didn't. No, I've been working.
That seems really super reasonable. You didn't hear
Okay.
about it? No one's mentioned it, maybe?
Wait, chat wants to know if bagels will stay good in a bag of holding.
No.
Okay.
No, they will rot
Okay.
in a bag of holding. There are certain spells that you might be able to cast that might preserve it.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'm trying to
at some point.
see. Anyways, yeah.
So so subtract 10 gold collectively, or however you want to do it, and you have.
I'll
90
take some
bagels.
of
you.
Juniper's
Okay.
gold.
Yeah.
How much gold? 10 gold? 9 gold?
10.
10.
10.
And
Okay.
she also throws in, she says, well, if you are going away for a while, then why don't I give you the newest thing that I've been working on? And
I can't wait.
she pulls out this. It looks like a cake, like a spongy cake, but it
I
has
love
like
it.
graham cracker crust. And she says, "I've been experimenting with this purple potato, and it's kind of a sweet, savory thing. I don't know. Here,
Those
this-
are two of
this-
my
this
favorite
for all of you.
tastes.
Yeah, well, this is for all of you. I really hope that you have a good trip, and I hope that I see you soon."
Thank you so much. We'll eat it probably immediately.
Okay, all right, great. And Alfredo just gives you a wave, and he's like, "Addio," and
Bye, Alfredo.
Brian's- "Buongiorno," and she's like, "Freddy, come on," and
Ready?
so she said, "Yeah," and so you leave. You all meet up at the docks. The Unpleasants are already there, as is Kragan and Corey and Mikhail. And there's a commotion where, like, there's a bunch of people just, like, angrily walking away from the docks. And you just hear shouting on another dock. And you see Swablin is just, like, going to every boat and just being like, "Here! Like, ready for adventure!" And eventually he spots all of you, and he trudges over.
He's perfect.
And
He's
you get on.
perfect.
You get on the boat.
Let's go for a
And-
ride.
Yeah. And you set sail. The wind is at your back. And we fade to the open ocean. It's been a few days since you have left the city. And
Can we get an idea of the bagel level?
Yeah. You're about maybe a third through your bagels.
Great.
You're 2/3 through your cream cheese.
Oh wait,
That's
were we
fine.
gonna? Didn't we? Wait. How Silver Tongue they could come?
Oh, and Silvertongue was there. Yeah,
Silvertongue's here.
Okay.
Yeah, Silvertongue's there too. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Imagine we just like left
We
and
left
sometimes
it.
like on the
There,
dock.
Yeah. No. Well, so you are
I need a
hardtack.
list
You're at
of
the wheel.
everybody.
Yeah, hardtack. You're at the wheel. You gaze into the distance. It has been a very long time since your last true voyage into the unknown. Diedrich is leaning over a bucket, barely containing the contents of his breakfast. We zoom over the side of the ship where we see Juniper in full Sharkfidence mode, swimming along the side. And Raven, sitting in the crow's nest, ever watchful for threats. She squints her eyes and calls down to hardtack, pointing in the distance. There is another ship that is swiftly approaching you. The flag you see is a giant lightning bolt that has these rainbow colors on it. And there is a voice amplified by magic calling out to you, and hardtack, you feel the back of your hand itch. "Prepare yourselves to be boarded, fellow patron of the behemoth, for now we have come for you."